Ямар амттай вэ? Ямар амттай вэ?
Юу та хүчил
Хүүхдүүдэд нэгдүгээрт төрлөх нутгаан хайрлах, хүндлэх, үзэл төрүүлэх. Нөгөө талаараа болохоор төгсгөө ангийн оюутнууд, төгсгөө ангийн сурагчдыг эндээс төгсөөд дараагийн шатны сургууль, ихтэй сургуулиуд оролцоход эргээд их нутгаан санагалзах, эх орноо бодох ийм үзэл төлөвшүүлэх.
The children of this vast steppe are preparing themselves for an even bigger world. Education has planted a tree of hope, and it is growing every day. Neighbors have gathered in Badahu steppe. Looking after the horses requires a lot of helping hands. Only the experienced nomads can control the stubborn horses. Today they are branding Badahu's horse. Mongolian horses are put to graze and they breed on their own. They are branded before the winter comes to indicate who the owner is. They also break in the horses. The free-willed horses are not easy to manage.
Морио молор хэрдэнэ гэдэг байхгүй. Тэр утгаараа морь бол одоо бараг л эр хүний одоо хэмэр сүлд хэмэр болсон гэдэг. Тэр одоо тэргүүлэх л явах. Моргүйгээр Монгол эр хүнийг бол ямар тийм төсөөлөх юм байх.
A true nomad must learn how to control horses. Pyamba is very enthusiastic. However, the strong-willed horses are making a laugh out of Pyamba. Pyamba plucks up the courage and tries again. However, he ends up being pulled by the horse. The horse calmly walks away as if to make fun of Pyamba. His reputation as a nomad has been damaged, and he has even hurt his arm. A few days later, a letter has come from their eldest daughter, and the mother is very pleased.
сургуультай явчихсан үед хөстэй байна уу? Эсвэл үйдэх завгүй байна уу? Мал олон болоод хэцүү байна уу? Аас нь дэлгдэг цагаан өнгөтэй.
She is trying not to miss even a single word.
Их саналгүй яах вэ энэ? Тэр хороогоо газар чинь байгаа юм чинь саналгүй яах. Одоо арга жилх болж байна. Санжил байна бас.
The eldest daughter, Naim Chechek, graduated from university in Ulaanbaatar and is now working at a Korean hotel. Sarun is helping with the housework and filling in for the absence of her sister. It looks like her sister feels indebted to Sarun. However, Sarun is so busy with the chores that she doesn't have time to dress up. The eldest daughter has also sent a pretty gift for her hard-working mother.
Хүүхдийнхээ өгч явуулсан юм чи одоо илүүл нандин нь шүү дээ. Хайрлна. Энэ сайхан юм чи одоо.
It is a present that her daughter bought with her hard-earned money, and the mother keeps it safe so that it does not get dirty. Suddenly, Sarun gets on a horse and starts riding. It is such a pity that she cannot go to Ulaanbaatar because she has to look after the cattle.
Улаанбаатарыг ер нь чи ямар хөө гэж төсөөлж байна? Ер нь их гоё л гээд идэв шүү дээ. Хүмүүс ярьж байгаа нь. Тиймэрхүү юм л хүмүүс ярьж байгаагаа л төсөөлөхөд л их гоё юм шиг санагдаад байдیں۔
She is still a teenager who is full of dreams. Sarun has never been able to leave the steppes, and she is curious about the outside world. The next day, Padahu has told Byamba to pull out the sheep. He is going to kill the sheep. The nomads have a unique slaughter method. He made a 10-centimeter cut below the heart, put his hand in, and killed it by cutting the main artery to the heart. Not a drop of blood was shed.
За эндээс нэг 200 км газарт хөдөөнөөс машинаар явж ижид очиж нэг 3-4 цаг яваад л очиж нэг махны одоо дэлгүүр тавьж хүнд өгөөд тэндээс мөнгө аваа тэгээд л махад тушаачид мөнгө аваа тэгээд хойш яв хот руугаа охин зугаа явахсан аваад байгаа.
Not a single part of the sheep is wasted or thrown away. The family will eat the insides and they will visit their daughter with the money they get from selling the meat and the fur. Early next morning, a relative has come with his car. Padahu doesn't have a car and asks his relatives or neighbors for help when he sells his sheep. Once slaughtered, the meat spoils easily, so they must go to the market as quickly as possible.
Орон нутгтаа ч юм уу одоо улсын бэлтгэж гэдэг юм одоо нэг тийм нэгдсэн журмаар нэг авдаг газар байсан та.
The market is 200 kilometers away. However, one of the tires has punctured in the middle of their journey. This happens often because the roads are rough.
Оо хинчи ястаар. Ахиж идэхэрэг болгож тэ.
Since there are no garages in the steppes, one has to fix all breakdowns on their own. They have been delayed, and Padahu starts to worry about the condition of the meat. However, the tires were punctured no less than 4 times that day. They arrived at the market in the late afternoon. They have brought the meat to a store that they frequently do business with. They have to bring the mutton quickly so as to get paid better. Padahu is filled with anticipation and anxiety. The mutton was sold at a reasonable price, and Padahu is feeling much better. The next day, Padahu brought home the 2 children who were at school. They immediately started to prepare for their trip to Ulaanbaatar. Padahu could no longer ignore his daughter's wish. He even packs his mobile phone. His eldest daughter bought it for him, but he wasn't able to use it in the steppes. The mother cannot go because of all the chores. She is packing some food for her eldest daughter. Tongalak is feeling a little upset. She used to accompany these trips, but her place has been taken by her sister Sarun. Sarun feels sorry for her sister, but the anticipation is much larger. They have driven for 3 hours and reached a large city. To go to Ulaanbaatar, they must get on a train that travels between China and Russia from here. This is the first time Sarun has seen a ticket. She cannot take her eyes off this little piece of paper that is supposed to take her to Ulaanbaatar. It is a 10-hour journey to Ulaanbaatar. Patahu and Ishidorts are weary from the long journey and have already fallen asleep. However, Sarun is too excited to sleep. She is so curious about the unknown land that the train is taking her to. This is Ulaanbaatar, the capital of Mongolia. Patahu's cell phone is finally being put to use. To Sarun, everything is unfamiliar and marvelous. Patahu headed for his daughter's hotel as soon as they arrived. It just shows how much he missed her. Patahu is very proud of his eldest daughter. She had been an outstanding student and he sold his sheep to send her to university. Naim Chechek lives with some friends, so she has booked a room in the hotel that she works in for her family. As soon as they get inside the room, Sarun unpacks the arrow that her mother has packed for her sister. She just wanted her sister to get a taste of their mother's food as quickly as possible.
엄마한테 만나고 너무 오래됐어요. 그러니까 너무 여기 아이를 보고 너무 엄마를 너무 보고 싶어요.
Later that night, Naim Chechek is working the night shift and she is studying something. She majored in Korean at university and she is preparing to study abroad there, but she has one worry.
우리 아버지 부모님이 허락하면 한국으로 가고 싶어요. 지금 아버지 어머니가 싫다고 그랬어요.
뭔가를 왜 싫어하시나요?
외국이니까 그리고 라디오 TV로 외국에서 너무 힘들다고 들었어요. 그러니까
Naim Chechek is trying her best to persuade her father. The next day, Naim Chechek has brought her father to a hospital and is filled with hope. An Oriental doctor dispatched by the Korea International Cooperation Agency checks her father, Pada, who suffers from intense migraines, and his daughter is worried about him.
유목민 생활하시기 때문에 찬바람이라든지 아니면 이제 조금 이렇게 혹독한 기후에 이렇게 노출될 경우가 많거든요. 바람을 많이 쐰다든지 이제 그렇게 되면 이제 그 혈관에 이렇게 운동성의 이상이 생겨가지고 생기는 어떤 그런 편두통 증세인 것 같아요.
It was not a serious illness, but the Korean doctor used acupuncture to ease the pain.
Хотод байгааг хэрэг гарна шүү дээ. Өвдөдөө ирээд явах. Одоо нөтөний хүчин хотыг тэр сайн мэд тэр болгон бас сайн мэдхгүй. Тэг миний охин ч 4 жил хотод байсан хүн ч одоо аваагаан бол хаагуур дагуулаа явахаар болцсон байна шүү дээ.
Later that afternoon, the family took a tour of the city. Ulaanbaatar has been changing rapidly since the economic reform of 1992. 1 million out of the total 3 million Mongolians have come to live in this city. Adahu has brought his family to an unexpected location. It is the Mongolia National University.
Энэ одоо Монгол улсын одоо хамгийн том сургууль, ууган сургууль нэг шүү дээ. Миний хүүч одоо тэгээд 11-гээ төгсөөд нөгөө үзүүлэлтээр өндөр оноо аваад энэ сургууль ирээ суралцчих юм бол аав нь тэгээд хүүг байстай маш сайн төгсөх юм бол тэгээд их баярлалаа шүү дээ. Тэгээд аав нь ээж хоёрын нь одоо өдөө зэрэгтэй болгосон миний хүүч эрдэмтэй номтой мондог хүн боллоо гэдэг аав нь их баярлах байхгүй.
He wants his son to be successful in the rapidly changing world, so he has brought him here to give him some encouragement. Nyamcha Chek has somewhere she wanted to bring her sister to. Her sister is so young, but she has had to stay at home. She always feels repentant towards her sister. She buys gifts for her sister with great pleasure.
ганцхан нүдээ ингээд юм авч хөдөлж өгч юундаа харамсалтай авахтай тийм үстэй. Тийм болохоор бас би бас өөрөө баяртай байна.
In the department store, there are so many things that Sarun has never seen.
왜 그렇게 깜짝 놀랐어요?
яагаад очив? Энийг ингээ хугалчлаа гэсэн.
The outstanding video quality of the television has caught the attention of the whole family.
Энэ онгоцыг юу гэдэг вэ? Юу гэдэг вэ онгоцыг?